All right. Well, welcome to another. This is our third episode, Tim. Three times a charm. Top beer. My name is Adrian Delatorre. This is my co-host Timothy Robert Buckner. Timothy, how you doing tonight?
What do you mean by third episode?
Our third video episode.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, we've done
Our,
more than 3 episodes.
right. There is a
Sorry.
back catalog of top beer episodes you guys can listen to. They're available on the PTV and Pop feed. But as far as our video episodes, they're all being uploaded to good old YouTube, trusty YouTube.
We know.
Um, so yeah, our third episode, our third video episode. I think we're doing pretty good. Tim,
Yeah.
how are you doing tonight? Let's clean house a little bit. Tell me how you're feeling. How you doing? What's on your mind?
Feeling good. Let's see. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, everything going pretty fine. I think. I got shingles. I think. So the doctor says.
What's that?
So
I've
that's
heard
been
of
fun.
shingles, but I've never known what it is. What is
It's like a weird adult chicken pox thing, I guess. I don't know, but that's been fun. It's just like a rash on my neck, basically. So let's see what else is there that's been going on. That's about it, really. Yeah. How you been, Adrian?
I've been good. I haven't had shingles, thankfully. Fingers
Good.
crossed. I have a funny little story I want to share.
Okay, let's hear it.
This happened to me last night. So, I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, "Do you want to order some takeout for dinner?" And she's like, "Sure, let's do that. What do you want?" And so I said, "What about this? This is it's basically a Greek restaurant that we don't frequent. But we've been there a handful of times. It's really good.
Right.
It's called Jerusalem Restaurant. That's literally what it's called. So I don't
Okay.
know if it's necessarily Greek food so much as it is, I don't know, Middle Eastern food, maybe? What part of the world is that? Middle Eastern, I think?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. You're telling me what it is, so I can't really say.
Right, so, I mean, imagine like gyros and stuff, and shish kebab, and
Oh yeah, then it could be like a Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. There you go, thank you. So, I pull out my phone, I open the Google Maps app as I want to do, because that's how I look up restaurants to call them and stuff. I mean, I don't know how you do it, but when I want to call takeout, I always have to look it up on Google Maps so I know that, this is the one down the street. Make sure I'm calling the right one, right?
Yeah.
So I open Google Maps and I hit the voice, the dictation microphone icon or whatever, and I just say Jerusalem Restaurant, right? And then the first thing that pops up, I click on it. I click call, and this guy picks up, and I'm like, "Yes, is this Jerusalem Restaurant?" He's like, "Oh no, let me give you their number." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Right? So he gives me a number. I write it down, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. Do you get this call often? Like, do people mistake your number for this restaurant?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." Well, thanks for the number. I appreciate it. So we hang up, and I call them and stuff. The guy picks up, and he's like, "Jerusalem Restaurant." I'm like, "Hi, I want to order takeout." I go through the motions. I tell him what I want to order, this and that. And then at the end of it, I'm like, just to make sure, you're the Jerusalem Restaurant on Evans, right? Evans is the street that it's on. He's like, "Evans?" I'm like, "Yeah, on Evans, by the college." He's like, "Oh no, you called the restaurant on such and such place." And I'm like, "Oh, where's that?" And like, I didn't recognize what he said. And then I realized, I look at the phone number, and it's a 917 area code. And I'm looking at the Google Maps app, and it's a freaking Jerusalem restaurant in Texas. That's when I'm like,
Okay.
"Oh my God, I made a mistake. You're in Texas, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, we're in, I was like Lubbock, Texas or something." And I'm like, "I'm really sorry about that, but can you actually just cancel my order?"
Okay. Well.
So I apologize and I hang up and I call the right place. But this is why you shouldn't trust technology. Like, you shouldn't blindly trust technology. Always check your math,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, because when you blindly trust technology, things like that happen. So there you go. That was my.
Wait. This is not on technology, though.
What do you mean?
The guy gave you the number.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that should have been when he gave me the phone number, which is clearly
Yes,
an
that's on
out-of-state.
you.
I know, when it was a clearly not a state area code, something should have clicked in my head where I was like, "Wait,
Yes.
this is wrong." This is
So you can't blame that on technology. You can't say don't trust technology because this is on you.
It's on me, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I shouldn't have blindly.
That had nothing to do with technology, though.
Yes, it.
That
yes.
was just you not listening when the guy told you the number.
Right, but I also blindly trusted Google Maps to just give me the local Jerusalem restaurant, right? So I blindly trusted Google Maps.
I mean, I guess. I'm still going to say that you can't blame this 100% on...
No, I don't, but...
Okay.
You know, and we're living in a day and age where you can't trust technology anyway because, you know, all of your information online is being sold to somebody to sell you ads.
True.
So... that's where we're at nowadays. It's kind of shitty, isn't it?
It's not great.
Like, you're not really a person to anybody, like, to advertisers and marketers. You're just like a number. You're just like a sheet of of certain traits that they use to determine, that a computer uses to determine what they want to sell you or what they want to try to sell you. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's I don't know. People say stuff like that, like you're not a human to them. It's like. I mean, yes, you are, because they still want to sell you stuff. They're not keeping a sheet of demographics on couches or dogs. You know what I mean? They're keeping it only on people, so you're still a person to them.
The last time I checked, dogs and couches don't have disposable income, so...
Right, but they're still... I mean, the saying they don't treat you like a person, it's like, yes, they do, because they're trying to get your money, and they only try to get money from people. They don't try to get money from other things.
Yeah. It just kind of reminds me... Do you watch Black Mirror at all?
No, never.
Oh man, so there's this episode. I won't tell you the whole thing because but basically an episode where it's like a dystopian future where you have all these people, and they only exist to just buy products, to buy goods and services. Well, not even services, just goods, and like without them existing, these automated factories off somewhere, wherever, are just churning out this stuff, just constantly churning it out. And these people are only alive to be able to, consume products that they don't really have to be consuming, because I don't know why in a dystopian future that would work out that way. But in this world it does. So the humans have to go after this. They have to find this factory, and then they want to shut it down so they can become free again, because it's obviously an allegory for saying that we're all just consumers and we're all just slaves to companies, to people who produce goods. We're just slaves. It's just saying that we're slaves. But that's all. That's all I'm trying to get at. Not to go off on too much of a tangent about that, but I was on Instagram the other day, right? Instagram is full of ads and shit.
Right.
I was kind of surprised. I was scrolling through, and I saw an ad for a restaurant down the street from where I live, and I've been to plenty of times now. It's like a diner, like a breakfast type place. And I was kind of surprised because it's like right down the street. So I was like, "Oh, I've never seen a super local ad on Instagram before."
Okay.
But what was funny about it was that whoever does the online social media stuff for that restaurant doesn't know how to crop a picture, because you could see like the Windows frame around the picture that says Caitlin's logo.jpg.
Oh yes.
I love that. I love that.
I love stuff like that, man.
It's great. It's like it's the little things,
It's the stupidest little things.
Yeah. I'm really hot right now. I don't know how warm it is in your neck of the woods. Is it getting pretty warm out there?
It's starting to warm up, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely not like you here, seemingly just dying there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Need a cool, refreshing beer, which
that's probably a good idea.
Talk about tonight.
Okay.
So as I told you off air, it's gonna be an interesting show. I only have one beer tonight.
Oh well, I'll make up for you.
What do you have tonight for us? Let's have you start, since you're gonna have more than me anyway.
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you have for us tonight, Timothy?
Let's see what I have for us tonight. I have something specifically picked out because of there being some big news.
By the way, I like to imagine that you have like an old school wooden trunk.
I do.
You pull your beers out of like some kind of a weird fantasy movie.
You nailed it. That's exactly what it's like over here.
If you don't have that, someone who listens to the show, if you guys know how to woodwork and how to install a fridge inside of like a piece of wood, you should make that for Tim. Like a beer chest.
A beer chest. A beer. Yeah. Okay.
Beer trunk.
So I've got some beers from Alpine Brewing.
That sounds very familiar. Where are they based out of?
They're based in San Diego. I've got these two, and I've also got this one.
Are there
And I've
mountains in San Diego? It's funny that
Yeah.
it's called Alpine. You got like forests.
Yeah, because they're out in the old boonies where this place is specifically at. And I have their beers because they recently are involved in the news. And I don't know if you heard about this, Adrian.
I don't think I have. Tell me
But
about
they
it.
were under a handshake agreement for kind of a buyout acquisition with Green Flash Brewing, who just recently got put into bankruptcy and sold off to private investment. So Alpine Beer is in a weird limbo place because there's rumors that the handshake agreement stated that Alpine had the right to basically keep all of their intellectual property and their business if there was any sellout to a major corporation or non-beer related company for Green Flash, that Alpine would be able to continue to just exist as its own company without Green Flash. So they are in the middle of dealing with that. So Alpine maybe shortly will no longer be indie beer. So that's why I'm going to drink some Alpine and have some fun. You think I might get Green Flash because they're the one that's for sure owned by private equity, while Alpine might be changing. But the difference there is that I don't like beer from Green Flash that much. And it's probably why they're going out of business.
I thought you liked Green Flash. I could have sworn you.
I do. I like some of their stuff. That's for sure. I definitely like some of their sour stuff that they did at Cellar 3, but that was closed. That was closed even before they went into bankruptcy. They actually announced that they closed Cellar 3. They slowly were shutting down the brew pub that they were supposed to be opening, I think, in North Carolina. A lot of stuff seemed like, like they're going downhill. And then finally they announced that they're filing for bankruptcy and officially no longer, having the big fight. And it's just interesting because I think it's because they tried to stretch further than they could. They tried to be more than just a local brewery or within a couple states. So, that cost them.
What does it mean to be owned by private equity? I've heard that term used before in business. I never really understood it.
It's just like a group of investors rather than people who actually directly, I guess you would say, care about the company.
Oh, okay.
Or would be connected to it. It's people who are just essentially looking at it as an investment, and they're trying to just make a profit by bumping the company up, or sometimes they just drain all the assets that they can out of the company. But some way to just get as much money out of the company and then sell it off again is basically the point of a lot of private equity companies.
That makes sense. Is that similar to when people say it's like a company's owned by a hedge fund or something?
Kind of. Yeah. That's basically the same thing. Yeah.
Because what is a hedge fund? It's just a group of people with money who make bets on the stock market or something?
No. A hedge fund it's you buy a share or a piece of a hedge fund, and then essentially they're saying that they're diversifying it. So it's a company that diversifies your money for you.
Okay.
So it's not all in one place. They create a fund of a bunch of different stocks and investments and stuff like that they then put into a big pot with everybody's money who's in it, and then you all get a piece of whatever at the end as the money gets bigger theoretically and grows from their investment choices. But there's a lot of stuff coming out that basically indexed funds are better and get more increase in profitability per year than hedge funds. And an index fund is essentially they just buy every stock and they don't worry about what this one or that company or this company. They just buy one of everything, either in the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones Composite. They just buy all of it and then just sit on it, and they say it increases better than a hedge fund, or it gets better returns than even a hedge fund.
Right. Okay. Oh.
But so if a hedge fund owns a company, that means that company, similarly to what I was talking about with a private equity company, this hedge fund, one of the things that they own that they're invested in is the company.
Right.
So that's the idea.
Okay. Thank you for that. I always heard the term hedge fund, and I never really understood. Didn't Bernie Madoff, right? He ran a hedge fund. He ripped a bunch of people off with their money or something.
Yeah, I guess they call it a Ponzi scheme the way that it came out, but yeah, it was a hedge fund.
Gotcha.
I guess theoretically.
What's on the cap there?
Can you read it?
It's out of focus. Don't be something.
It's a donkey.
Oh, well, pull it back a little bit. Don't be, don't be something. Don't be an ox. Don't be.
It's a donkey. It's a jackass.
Gotcha. Oh, don't be an ass. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I get it. I get it.
So I'm drinking the Happy Birthday from Alpine Brewing. It's the pale ale. Let's see,
I like
world's
that
most
name.
celebrated beer.
Happy birthday.
Happy Birthday. It's a good one. Nice and bitter. This tastes like West Coast IPA. This is the San Diego IPA that became like famous around the world. This is really good stuff, but it's not too crazy.
Yeah.
Resinous, piney,
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
low malt.
About
Go ahead.
West Coast IPA versus Imperial versus English style versus whatever.
Whatever the New England or Northwest, Northeast IPA.
And which is the one that's generally more hoppy, more strong? It's like the Imperial one, right? That usually says
Yeah, that's an Imperial is like a double IPA.
Double IPA.
So yeah, it's usually has more alcohol. Theoretically, it's going to have more hops, but it doesn't always mean that it's the most hop forward. Hop forward can really depend on the beer itself and how it was brewed.
Right. And that one's pretty good. What are you gonna rate that bad boy on Untapped?
Well, that's a good question. That is a good ass question.
I actually need to re-download it. I had to get a new phone, so I have to re-download a bunch of my apps.
Okay.
There we go. I'm gonna re-download Untapped. Follow us on Untapped.
You know what? I've actually rated this on Untapped before. Let's see what my rating was before. I gave it 4 caps actually.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, and I'd probably stick with the same. I'd probably give it 4 again.
That's not bad. That sounds like a good beer.
What's funny is I think I really like it, but I don't get it often because I don't like the name. You said you like the name. My problem is it makes me think of Happy Birthday, and then it makes me think like it should be a special occasion beer and not just a regular drinker, But
and don't put it past a brewery to make a birthday cake flavored beer at some
that's
point.
true. I've actually seen them. I just didn't get a chance to buy one. I did want to buy one once.
What's up with that? I've seen like birthday cake flavored vodka and birthday cake flavored, like Oreos and birthday cake. Like, what is it about birthday cake? Birthday cake isn't really that special. Really
people like it though. It makes them happy. It makes them think about their birthday party and how much fun they had.
I guess, man. I like birthday cake flavored Oreos. I don't know if you've had those.
Birthday cake flavored
Oreos.
Oh, maybe.
Those are pretty good. But yeah, we have a lower third graphic for those of you watching on the bottom here. That's both our Twitter and our Untapped handles. So.
And a picture of my dingus.
So follow us on both those platforms. Tim tweets a lot. I don't even have access to our Twitter anymore, by the way, because
I don't tweet that much.
I think you tweet more than me, don't you? I don't know.
Maybe.
And I can't
Anyways.
log in. I cannot log into I'll figure that out later.
I know the password. It's 888.
888. It's one.
Did you imagine I just give it the password on the podcast? Not thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I would challenge people to try to log into our accounts.
Please don't. Actually, no. I was gonna say please hack our account, but Adrian, why are you?
Well,
what are you thinking?
This is kind of different, but I used to work when I was in college. I used to work at a Circle K. I was a clerk. I was a convenience store clerk back in my.
You were a circle jerk.
I was, and we had this one guy who was like, "It doesn't." He came in one time. He said, "It doesn't matter if you know my PIN. You still need my card to like do anything. So I can just say my PIN out loud, and you can't do anything unless you have the physical card."
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's people who are more sophisticated nowadays that don't need any of that to just hack your account because
they don't need any of that stuff.
I had to get a new bank card the other day, so for like weird charges, I never understand why people like if you're gonna hack someone's account, like go all out, like don't just spend $4 here and $30.
I think it's a test thing. They test it out first, and then they're gonna go for the big stuff. Yeah.
Nothing is safe anymore, man. Nothing is sacred anymore. Everything is on the black, on the deep web, the dark web.
This is true. Literally everything is on the deep web. You're right.
Lyft accounts, credit card numbers, you name it, Tim. Whatever you want is on. I've never.
It's all there.
I'm too scared to go on the dark web. I downloaded the Tor browser.
That was smart of you.
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna not go because what if the FBI?
Are you behind 7 proxies though?
I am not behind 7 proxies. I should be. That's
And then you could go online and be like, RT me online, bro, or RT me IRL, bro.
yeah. Watch, there's gonna be a future where like future generations of people are gonna have to like, because you know how on Twitter or on Facebook like you have to like do things to verify that you're you, two-step authentication and all that shit. There's gonna be a real life version of that eventually with everything. Watch, with everything, you're gonna have to somehow two-step verify that you are who you say you are. If you're buying like a car or if you're buying drugs at the drugstore, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's
The
that's
marijuana drugstore, which we have here in California now.
How's that going, by the way? I know you don't smoke.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I've gotten a couple edibles and some tinctures and stuff.
Oh, really?
I've been I've been enjoying it. It's nice.
What do you do it? Do you just do it just for fun, or what?
Yeah, basically the same as a beer, kind of recreationally.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's all right.
How many so? What do you get? Like a chocolate bar, or what do you usually?
I got some chocolate bars and I ate a couple pieces of that. It was pretty good. I'm into the like I said, the tinctures, which are just like an alcohol kind of solution with THC or CBD or whatever in it. And just put a couple drops underneath your tongue or whatever. I like those. One of them I got is pretty crazy because it's got like a bunch. They really go out to put like other botanicals and stuff in it, and one of them has hops in it also. It's pretty cool. Like you can taste like hops in the tincture. It's nice.
Well, aren't hops and THC? They're hops and the marijuana leaf are cousins, right?
Yeah, actually, you shouldn't call it marijuana.
What would you call it? What's the proper? THC?
Cannabis is like the proper name.
Okay.
And then people like weed, but the only reason why I say don't call it marijuana is because marijuana is like a term that was invented by Anslinger and those prohibition guys just to like try to link like cannabis to Mexicans.
Oh, really?
And be like, yeah, that's why they invented that term marijuana, because that's not even a real. They don't call it that in Spanish.
See, I thought that's what it would be if you called it reefer. Because of that movie Reefer Madness that came out a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, reefer I think doesn't have racial connotations to it, so it's kind of okay and like a funny way to say that as like a reference.
But see, I wonder.
But marijuana, like to me, I would prefer. I think you shouldn't say it because it just harkens back to like something that has to do with like racial bigotry.
See, I feel like reefer is the same thing but for black people, because in Back to the Future, Biff's crew calls the black dudes that are playing at the ball and stuff, the band guys, they're black guys, and they're like, I don't want to deal with any reefer addicts or nothing. And in Reefer Madness,
I mean,
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but
I mean, he's just saying that, like,
he's
I don't
implying
know.
that because they're black, they smoke weed, though.
Right, but that's a different thing. That's not inherent to that word. He could say any word there.
I've heard people refer to weed, marijuana in Spanish as marijuana, so it's interesting that you say.
Right. Yeah, but it was just created by people trying to link it to Mexicans, though. It wasn't like a popular term in Spanish.
But now that it is used that way, would you say it's a colloquial term or a colloquial?
Yeah, basically.
Right.
And it's fine. Like I said, it's fine, like whatever. But I just think that personally, I don't like to use terms that I know have that kind of background.
Now, see, I've been in Colorado for 3.5 years now. And I've only consumed cannabis-related products once my entire time here, and that was like when I first.
And it's been recreational legal the whole time you've been there?
It has. It became legalized in like 2014, 2013.
For recreation?
For recreation, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had edibles. I told you about that. I told you that story, right? I feel like I have.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if you said it on the show.
I don't think I have, but. Long story short, so I don't know anything about this stuff, so I bought like a chocolate bar or whatever. It was like 6 pieces. I took one. I didn't feel anything, so I was like, after like 10 minutes, I was like, should I take another one? Fuck it, I'll take another one. Nothing happened, and then I was like, should I take another one?
Oh god!
And I took a third piece, right? And then like I'm sitting there and I'm on the couch and I'm watching House of Cards, right? And
Great show.
I swear to you, when that stuff hit me, it was like Kevin Spacey was like popping out of the screen like in 3D or something. It was the most bizarre thing, and I was freaking out because I was like, holy shit! Like I'm super high right now. how did this happen? Like, just like it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I didn't sleep good that night. I was paranoid. Like my heart was kind of racing. I felt
Really?
like I felt like sort of a heat on my chest, and I thought, am I gonna have a heart attack and die because of this? And then the next day, I woke up like with a really dry mouth, and I was kind of like I had a bit of a headache.
Huh.
And I texted my cousin because she used to, she probably still does, smoke a lot. And she's like, "You're just dehydrated. Just drink some water and you'll be fine." And
Right.
you probably just need to eat too. And I had lunch and I drank water and I was back to 100%. So
Good job.
lesson
Hey.
learned: if you're not patient, don't do edibles because that stuff when it hits you hard. You just have to be because it takes longer to get into your bloodstream than it is when you smoke it. So
Right.
than it does when you
Yes.
smoke
You
it. So,
got you got to be patient. But I mean, I feel like they tell you that. They tell everyone that. You just
yeah,
didn't.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking, which is
Yeah.
well, what else
Well,
is
I
new,
just
right?
finished off a beer,
Yeah. Well, I
so I'm
guess
gonna go for another one.
you should do that. But before you do, should we take a quick break, come back, or what do you think?
Uh, that's up to you. What do you think?
I think we're at a good breaking point.
Okay.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, you'll open your second beer. Actually, when we come back, I'll do mine, then you can do yours, and then we'll go from there. So,
Yeah.
all right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All
Whoa.
right, we're back. I'm just gonna throw this back in there.
Perfect. So we're
I
in there.
overheard a coworker. He just moved here from Florida, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm drinking local beers. I had a Coors the other day. That's a Colorado beer, isn't it?" I was like, "Well, it certainly is a Colorado beer, but it's not. It's not a good
That's
beer."
great. Oh man.
He was joking. He knows, but it was just funny because my dad visited like a year and a half ago, and he's like, I have to have a Coors. I have to have a Coors that's from Colorado because it's a Colorado beer and this and that. And I'm like, it's gonna
I
taste
can't. I can't believe that like excites people. Honestly,
It's weird.
because I don't even think of Coors being from Colorado. You know what I mean?
I know,
I don't
but
even think of that stuff as being beer. If I'm perfectly honest.
no, exactly. But I think just because it's local to people who live here, and because it is local and it is a big beer brand. It is they just to them it's like, oh, then that's a Colorado beer. It just is. What does that say? See, you got to pull it back a little bit. I can't. It's out of focus. It looks like a tent with some pine trees. Happy. I want
Happy
to say
camper.
happy camper. Oh, it's a visual pun.
It's a vish pun.
Okay, I'm gonna do my beer. I've had this on the show before. Don't laugh at me. This is from Upslope Brewing Company. This is their craft lager.
Okay.
The reason why I got this beer is mainly because it's cheap. Upslope it's not the greatest brewery out here. It's okay.
Okay.
But they tend to have this was a 6-pack for like $6. So
Huh.
if you're ever worried about like, oh, I can't buy craft beer because it's too expensive. Well, yes, you can because there's like
Yeah.
cheaper options out there. They're not the greatest options. This isn't the best craft lager I've ever had, but
Independent, but it's independent, right?
it's independent.
Or is
It's
it?
good. Yeah, I mean, and it's like I said, not the greatest brewery out here. But they're cheap and they're decent. They're good enough. Ingredients: snow malt, Czech Saaz hops, lager yeast. Specs: handcrafted, aluminum can, portable, recyclable, good. So there you go. That's their craft lager, bright, fresh,
All right.
easy. 4.8% alcohol, so not super strong. Of course, if you live in places like Utah, everything's like 2.8% or whatever it is. So
Right.
people in Utah would get drunk off of 2 of these probably. Um,
Well, okay, yeah. I guess it is an independently owned company. This is crazy. Number of employees, 55. They have 55 employees. They
yeah, it's
produce
not.
30,000 barrels per year. You don't normally think of an independent brewery making a $6 6-pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Especially at that size.
Yeah.
You think maybe a bigger one might, but
to be fair,
yeah.
it was on sale at the grocery store.
Yep, that's fine.
But either way, I mean, it's cheap. Like I said, it's a cheap 6-pack.
Oh,
55
damn.
employees. That's relatively small, right? Compared to like
Yeah, that's pretty small.
a
If you think
company
about it, I
like
mean, that's pretty small.
New Belgium or something.
Yeah. Man, it's not super tiny, but 55 people, that's it, you know?
Yeah. Very malty, very malt forward.
Okay.
This beer, as you would expect, but honestly, like it is crisp and clean, and this is the kind of beer that you want to have. We're getting to the warmer months now. This is a good poolside beer. Uh, it's good outdoorsy, either by the pool or maybe you're going hiking or I don't know. What do people do outside? Hiking and walking and
I
tennis.
don't know.
People still play
Maybe
tennis.
tennis.
Is that
People.
still a thing in 2018?
Yeah, people definitely still play tennis.
Yeah, so this is a beer that's gonna keep you refreshed. I've actually read that any beer under like 6 point whatever percent ABV is actually hydrating for you. So there you go. Yeah, light enough, crisp enough that you'll enjoy it on a warm spring or summer day. Tim, there you go.
Nice. I am drinking the Duet from Alpine.
What kind of beer is that?
It is a single IPA with Amarillo and Simcoe hops. So I guess that's the Duet, those two hops.
Nice.
Says this is a soon-to-be favorite, if it's not already. Piney, citrusy, resin, cedar notes. I can definitely see all of that. I recently have become more appreciative of some of the regular hops, the Simcoe, the Amarillo. So it's nice to taste this. Again, it's I say regular, but you know what I mean. The ones that aren't as fresh and new, like the New Zealand hops and the crazy lupulin powders and stuff like that. Or the more of the basic hops that have been in IPAs forever. I'm starting to appreciate them again. It's just how everything kind of you go in cycles and you loop back and really appreciate stuff. I have been a little bit bummed lately. I've been doing IPA heavy in general. Obviously, Alpine for what I wanted to do here is very IPA driven brewery, but I've been finding myself drinking more and more IPAs. I kind of want to cut back and check out some more other things again. But it's been nice, kind of re-enjoying the old school, especially this West Coast clear IPA. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you're always trying so many different things anyway. I don't think it
Yeah.
You have a little bit of an IPA kick and then you get off of it and go back to what you were doing before, which is just all kinds of different things. What's that, water?
Doing the water infused with tangerine and ginger in the little infuser ball.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is that? It just adds more flavor or what?
It just basically lets your fruits or whatever soak in the water. It gives it a little bit of flavor, but not much.
How do you feel about LaCroix?
It's good. It's fine. I'm not crazy about it like a lot of people are, but it's good. The ones that I've had.
It's like the hot shit right now. I don't get it.
Yeah, for sure.
My wife loves it. She loves it.
Does she?
It's just seltzer water with a little bit of fruit flavoring. And
yeah.
I have, admittedly, a sweet tooth, like any good red-blooded American. And I like my fizzy drinks sweet. Like that's just how I like Snapple,
Okay.
Coke, Pepsi. And I drink a LaCroix, and it's just freaking carbonated water with a tiny bit of fruit flavoring. I don't know.
Yeah, just they think about being fruit flavor a little bit, right?
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of LaCroix.
So what kind of rating are you gonna give that beer?
If I can log into Untapped, which I can't right now, if I could, for what it is, I'd probably give it a 3.75.
Okay.
Which I think is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would give it. It's I don't know. Like I said, it's a good outdoor. It's a good summer beer. The warm. Like I said, we're getting to the warmer months here. You're not breaking the bank by buying a six pack of it, and just all around a good beer. I would drink this over one of the big five, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it's the big five or the big four. There's a big five. Well, there's a lot. They're big. Big five or like what? Like Bud Light.
I thought it was big three.
Big three? Who?
Yeah.
Who's the big three to you?
AB InBev, Miller Coors, and Constellation brand, I think is what it's called. Constellation brand, I think, is Corona, Stella, and something else.
Who owns Heineken?
That's a good question.
I feel like it's definitely one of those that you mentioned. Pretty sure they got bought like years ago. Right.
Yeah.
Untapped.
Manufacturer, Heineken International. Huh. I don't know, actually, now that I think about it.
That makes sense. So that sounds like the big three.
It might be big four, and Heineken might actually still be its own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
AB InBev, Miller Coors, and Constellation. You know what? Now that you mention it, I have heard of Constellation.
Yeah. Heineken is still its own separate brewery.
Oh, is it? I thought they got bought out. Never mind.
Yeah, so it's the big four. So it's, I guess you could say it's still the big three, but Heineken would be, I guess, the fourth. Constellation brand, like I said, they own, I think, Stella and Corona.
Well, Stella was in the news recently. Did you hear about this?
No, what happened?
I don't know if it was necessarily a recall, but they were saying that some of the bottles may have had pieces of glass in them.
Oh yeah, I heard it wasn't in the glass. It wasn't in the beer. It was just in the packaging. If I remember correctly.
That's probably why it wasn't a recall.
No, they're finally recalling now, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Stella! All right. I'm back into Untapped. Craft Lager. I think I've rated this before. I don't want to rate it again. 3.75. Is that what I said? That's what it'll do. Boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, that's done.
It's done?
Yes, sir. Yeah, follow us on Untapped. Follow us at Della Boots and Lucha Undead. That's where you'll find us. That's where you'll find out what we're drinking, what we're talking about on Twitter. If anybody even still uses Twitter anymore.
Does anyone still use Twitter?
Seems like people like to talk about lots of politics on there.
Yeah, that's
lots
for sure.
of complaining on there about all kind of things. People on both sides. No one's ever happy about what anybody else is doing. Can't just meet people in the middle, you know? Compromise.
Right.
You know what's really messed up? Seriously though, like real talk.
Yeah.
You know, like the older generation always complaining about how the younger generation doesn't have anything to really fight for. Like they're too busy with their selfies and their avocado toast and this and that, right? Stereotypical millennial shit. Then you have a school shooting in Florida, and these kids like band together to try to make actual change happen because of a life or death situation. And what happens? They get mocked.
Right.
They get made fun of by the right. It's like, why is this a political issue? Like, these kids watch their classmates get gunned down and shit. Like, they're trying to, make actual change happen. They're not trying to get rid of your Second Amendment, but they're trying to do something about it so that it doesn't happen again,
Right.
So the one time that teenagers do stand up for something they believe in, they get made fun of. And it's like, it's kind of messed up. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Everybody just needs to sit down and have a beer together, discuss things over a nice lager.
Is that
a pint.
The solution for the problem?
Hey, isn't that how our forefathers decided to start the Revolutionary War? Isn't that how they came together over a pint?
This sounds.
And they said we gotta kick the British out. Nobody.
Is that what they said? We gotta get rid of these fucking British.
I guarantee you, nobody said that sober. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
I feel like a lot of big moments in history. Somebody
good ass drunk, point zone.
Andrew Jackson, right? President Andrew Jackson, back in the day, he had a huge party at the White House, right? The beer and the wine and the liquor was flowing like water. I mean, they destroyed the White House basically because they partied so hard. But they knew how to party back in those days. You know what I'm saying?
They really did.
Nobody does that anymore. Trump doesn't even.
Who knows how to party anymore? No one. Name one person who parties anymore.
Charlie Sheen. He knows how to party.
Yeah. Isn't he dead though?
Not yet.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead as fuck.
Very much alive. I think. Last time I checked.
Okay. You know who knows how to party?
Who's that?
President Donald J. Trump.
Well, he doesn't drink, though.
Teetotaler, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs.
Yeah.
Doesn't smoke. But he knows how to fucking party by eating fast food on a jet.
That's how you party. Of vanilla ice cream. 2 scoops.
Every night? Is that part of his daily ritual?
I like that even made it into the news. The president had 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream His guest
I
had
like.
one. He had 2 scoops.
I liked that it made it into the national conversation about what was it? I forgot at this point.
What?
It doesn't matter anymore.
2 scoops.
Two scoops, he says.
It's important, Tim. What are you rating that beer, by the way? Have you decided yet, or where are you at with it?
I gave it 4 stars.
Mm.
It's got a nice sweetness, a little nice malty sweetness also. Oh, hey.
I forgot I had my koozie.
So you can pretend like it's a White Rascal?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's good beer.
That's pretty smart. Take that out and about, trick people. Does it taste different in the koozie?
It tastes exactly the same.
Okay. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I like it. Nice hopping bitterness, but this is a little bit. This is less of that old school West Coast flavor. This is you're getting a little bit more into the kind of newer stuff, citrus, a little cedar, pine, same as the other one really, but a little sweeter, a little less just straight up resiny bitterness.
That sounds great. Sorry, I got the bubblies.
It is damn great. You got the hiccups?
A little bit of got to burp a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There we go.
Gotcha. You gonna be okay?
That's embarrassing.
That's very embarrassing.
I'm fine.
You should be ashamed of yourself right now.
Anyway, all right. I was gonna say, damn it, I lost my train of thought. Actually, I had some news articles I was gonna read. I had one.
Did you? Okay.
Let me see if I can pull it up here. Beer related stuff.
Is it good? Is this a good story?
Probably not. No, I'm kidding.
Ah.
I'm kidding. Let's see here. What do I have today? Do you follow any beer-related Twitter or social media stuff at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I follow one thing on. I'll just go to it. I follow the beer subreddit on Reddit.
Okay. How does that go for you?
It's all right.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's funny how Reddit's algorithm works. Like, the lesser, obviously beer is huge, but the beer subreddit isn't probably even in the top 100 of subreddits. You know.
Uh-huh.
So it's relatively small. So it's like Reddit's algorithm works in a way where the smaller subreddits like that don't pop up in your feed that often, if at all. It's weird.
Yeah. Even though you subscribe to them, you obviously want to see stuff from them.
Yeah. But it's all about the algorithms, man. It's all about those algorithms.
Yeah, algorithm. I know him.
It was National Beer Day the other day?
I think it's today.
Gosh dang it. I missed it.
I mean, we're celebrating, right?
It's true. I thought I had something to say from here. I guess not.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's just...
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Nah, whatever. I can't find it. Maybe I could Google something during our next break.
Oh, maybe. Which we're going to right now, huh?
Going to right now. Go to another break. Tim, when we come back, you're gonna have your third and final beer. I'll keep drinking this, and then maybe a little bit of brews in the news, using the brews, whatever.
All right.
And then we'll wrap her up. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Tim, we're back. We haven't done this in a while, really. We sort of have, but not really. Brews in the news. News in the brews. Oh, where'd you go? There it is.
It disappeared?
I saw a headline. I want to read this to you
Okay.
real quick.
Okay.
This is, and you know this is legit because it's from ABC News.
You gotta buy into that for sure.
Woman dumps boyfriend after he claimed she had a beer gut. It was unfortunate.
Oh.
Let me read that really
Good
quick.
stuff.
One college senior dumped her boyfriend after he claimed she had a beer gut. Shelby Johnson initially turned to Twitter to see if she was overreacting when her boyfriend, whose name ABC News is not publishing on the request of Johnson, claimed that she had a beer gut. The tweet quickly went viral with more than 11,500 comments, many of which saying that Johnson was indeed not overreacting. Later in subsequent tweets, Johnson told her followers that she and her boyfriend are, quote, broken up. He was really unhappy and felt like expletive, especially after knowing my tweet went viral. She continued in a tweet posted 3 days later. He has told me he'll use this as a learning experience to be a better person. Here I am, single and free. Johnson, who's currently a graduating senior at Portland State University, told ABC News she met her boyfriend on Tinder. The two dated for 3 months until this incident. Quote, it had started out with him talking about how he was going to make healthier choices, Johnson recalled. Then he said, I should join him with that. After Johnson asked why he wanted her to join him, she claims he replied that she's been gaining and needed to lose weight. I was 120 pounds when he met me, she continued, noting that she had likely gained a mere 5 pounds since they've been together. For Johnson, she said she didn't dump her weight-conscious boyfriend because of what he said, but how he reacted to her when she told him that he hurt her feelings. It wasn't really the comments he made. He wouldn't really hear me out that I was hurt, she explained. People make mistakes. You fight, you hurt each other's feelings. But the fact that I had explained to him that this hurts my feelings and he wouldn't listen, that's what made me realize I needed to break up with him. Johnson, who had previously struggled to gain weight in high school, weighing much of her life a mere 80 pounds, said that she consulted her therapist and later her close friends. And one close friend was Mariah Carm. The two met nearly 9 years ago through a mutual friend. I had met him initially, and I did not get a good vibe from him. Carm, 22. Chicks always do that, don't they? They always, after the breakup, when they say, I never got a good vibe from that guy. It's always post breakup. It's never during.
Have you ever tried to tell someone while they're dating someone that you don't like their boyfriend or whatever?
I feel like I actually have done that to somebody in my life. I don't know.
Yeah, and how did that go?
They just didn't give a shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Anyway,
right.
Hold on. What is it? Johnson said now that a few days have passed, she's still confident she made the right decision of her life. All you need is someone to apologize for hurting your feelings. I don't have to tolerate it, she said. When you're in your 20s, don't settle. After her short-lived relationship, Johnson said she's focused on graduating this summer. She plans to volunteer before pursuing a graduate degree in psychology. I'd love to be a counselor. It's still a long road, but it's going to be fulfilling, she added. Why is ABC News reporting on this?
I guess because it went viral.
That's weird.
Definitely.
And, there it is. There it is, Tim. There's the underwear picture that she posted on Twitter to show her followers that she's not fat. How do I
didn't know that was part of it.
Can I screen share it with you? I want to show you this. This is kind of
okay.
Hilarious. How do I? Oh shit.
Pop it out.
You know what? I'm just gonna send you the link on Skype.
Okay.
Where is the thing? Anyway, I'm probably putting too much. What?
Oh, nothing. I just didn't know you could do this. Your camera blanked out.
That's the Twitter link, huh?
Your camera blanked out.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. All right.
It's fine by me, but it's just this is a video podcast now, I guess.
Back. No, there it is. Oh, there I am. I think that picture was just an excuse to show off her body in her on her Twitter page.
Hey, come on now.
I mean, look at it. She's not fat or overweight, and by any means, she's
got a little bit of a beer gut, though. She could lose a couple.
Wow, that's great.
No, I'm just fucking around. I can't even get the picture to open all the way so I can see the full thing. I'm just looking at a thumbnail here.
Yeah, huge.
The idea that it was an excuse to show off her body, I don't know about that one, Adrian, but...
You don't think so?
No, it was just about having fun with some guy saying something stupid and making her feel better about herself that,
Okay, fuck, hold on.
What am I hearing?
Freaking autoplay videos on this webpage I had open. Sorry. God, I hate when that shit happens. Alright. You know what?
All right.
Enough of this story. There it is. You heard it. You heard it here first, folks. Not really.
But now let's get the rest of the story. We've got the boyfriend on the line to talk about how fat she got.
Charles, how are you doing? How are you holding
We
up?
should. What if we did a podcast like that where we find stories like this and then we
Oh.
we do like incel
Dude.
style bullshit where we're like men's. We could be meninists.
Yes.
And we just interview guys like that and we talk to them about how they were wronged by their fat bitch girlfriend.
Dude, that
All right, Justin, come on down. Let's talk about this disgusting gutter slut. How fat was she? Real talk. Why is Barbara Walters on your nuts right now just because you told your girlfriend that she's fat?
We need a producer to facilitate these interviews, dude. That'd be
Put this together.
That would be amazing. Shit, that's not a bad idea, honestly.
Dude, we would make money from that because it's like right wing enough that people would pay. You know what I mean? Like right wing people pay for that shit.
Yeah, and
you can never make money as like a liberal leaning fucking media organization.
What's the deal with that? By the way, that kind of pisses me off.
Because liberal people are fucking cheap and like they don't like being pandered to as much.
Oh man, it's
I think like
shame.
Rich like conservative types like they love the idea that you're like he's saying stuff that I agree with. I want to give him some money.
Dude, when Sarah Palin after they lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to be president, vice president, whatever. She went on the talk circuit. She wrote a book. She became a correspondent or a regular correspondent on Fox News or whatever it was. She made tons of money just from being the vice president candidate. And I'm like, this bitch makes all this money just from doing that. Like, I need to go right wing or something and make some money. Talk some shit on Twitter.
You gotta just be Adam Carolla, basically.
Adam Carolla's not really right wing though.
He's pretty right wing, dude.
He's right of center, but I wouldn't say he's right wing.
I would say he is. For the concept, like the goalposts have moved, right?
Yeah.
And then like the alt, you're like thinking of the alt right as being like right wing, but you know what I mean. He's still right wing.
He's conservative for LA. That's for
He's
sure.
not an extremist or anything, but
for LA he is conservative because LA is very left of center.
Right,
sure.
right.
Naturally, you live there. You know.
Well, you know what I was hearing, and I didn't realize this, but I mean, Los Angeles was not a Democratic-leaning state until Clinton.
Oh, really?
Bill Clinton was the first Democratic president that California elected, and then has stayed blue ever since. But like that was, if you think about it, that wasn't that long ago. Yeah. It's as long as like either of us have been alive, but it wasn't that long ago.
Feels like forever ago.
That's true.
I don't know, but it's just because to me, because Carolla's from LA, and I used to listen to his show like religiously, and he never came off as super conservative. Like he had some conservative leanings, and
he does now though. Have you seen the stuff he's doing now with like Dennis Prager and stuff?
Not lately, no. Has he gone more that route lately?
He's going way off the deep end, and it's like I said, it's smart because you make that money, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because him and Dennis Prager are doing like a documentary about why colleges have like safe spaces or whatever. Yeah. They're like, one of those documents. Look at these kids, aren't they fucking stupid? Look at how dumb these dumb kids are because they don't know how to throw footballs.
Who's Dennis Prager? I've never heard of this guy.
I don't know. He's some fucking asshole. He's like a conservative think guy.
Is he a comedian though? Is he a conservative comedian?
I don't think so. No, I think he's more of like an intellectual.
Because Dennis Miller is pretty. He's been a conservative for like he was a right wing comedian before it was cool to be a right wing comedian.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He's not a piece of shit like that Mike Cernovich guy. Although I don't think Cernovich is a comedian. So
Cernovich.
Oh, I can't stand that guy, dude.
Mike Cernovich.
Oh my god.
He can't even say his own name right.
That's what we should do. That's and we should really start like.
We should just go right wing, dude. We should go full on
right podcast.
Yes.
Like totally, just go.
That actually is a good idea.
It's not because it's.
We have to delete this episode though, so that the men's right activists don't hear us blatantly saying that we're only doing it to dupe them for their money.
It's kind of an untapped market,
It really is. How many men's rights podcasts are there out there? Probably a lot, actually.
Well,
if you think about it, that cross section is pretty. That Venn diagram is basically a circle. People who do podcasts versus people who are men's rights activists. It's like.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I think that's not a bad idea. We should really.
Windows up.
This is your third beer. Going back to
Number
beers.
3. This IPA is extra dank and resinous.
Are you
Enjoy
all
the
IPAs tonight? I thought you had at least...
triple. Yeah, I told you it's because it's all Alpine and all they do is IPAs really.
Gotcha. Okay.
From a blend of Citra and Mosaic hops.
I've told you Oscar Blues has like 6 or 7 IPAs on their roster, right?
I know, but the cans I've only ever seen like 3 different ones in cans.
Okay. They have a throwback IPA. They have their standard IPA. They have their red Imperial IPA, the Goodnight, which I fucking love. They have like 2 or
the
3 more
Deviant Dale.
They have a lot.
The Deviant Dale, that's a double IPA.
Is that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There you go. See.
Which is, I mean, it's obviously supposed to be like a hopped up version of the Dale's Pale.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then the blue IPA have you had that one?
From Oscar Blues, I think I have.
Yeah, it's in the blue can. I don't know what it's called, but that one supposedly, I guess, is made in like Texas because they have a place in Texas.
Yeah, I thought they had one in Texas in like North Carolina or something.
Okay, something like that. So maybe it's North Carolina that I'm thinking of. And supposedly, like the blue one, the people say that they don't like as much because it's made in Texas or whatever.
Well, I'm not sure. I know they have a brewery on the East Coast. Like, they expanded east, so.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I've had their blue IPA. Yeah.
It's pretty good. I like it.
It's good. It's actually really good. It's very floral. It's not super dank. So they have the Pinner throwback.
Ooh, this does have like kind of bubblegummy smell that that bubble yum's taste.
Oh man, the Beerito.
You kind of get some beers.
Sorry, I just love the Beerito. Shout out to the Beerito. If we're talking about craft lagers, anyway, Mexican lagers actually.
What if we're not talking about Mexican lagers though?
What is that? What kind of IPA is that again? What is it?
This is the Windows Up. It's a single IPA with Citra and Amarillo or Citra and Simcoe. No, Citra and Mosaic actually.
Nice. How you liking it?
2 hops that I'm a big fan of. These are more of the newer kind of. They're just out of being trendy hops. They're not still super cool, but they're also not like your dad beer hops.
These aren't your grandpa's hops.
And yeah, this is nice. This is smooth. This is IPA today, which is nice. Obviously not exactly because IPA today is actually hazy with fruit and cow and milk. You know, like that's what IPAs have become right now, or what's cool. But before that took over, this is the kind of the cutting edge of IPAs, which is kind of funny. The way I felt like I feel like I just drank through time the popularity of IPAs.
That's a good way to put it.
As it kind of updated, it went from the original West Coast to the adapted West Coast to this is the kind of IPA bro IPA that you can drink a couple of and not destroy your palate, and drink a good amount of it, 7%, and get really fucked up. And yeah, this is a beer that's meant for a different purpose. I like it a lot. I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, I like all of these for what they are, but I never go out of my way to drink Alpine that much anymore, unless I see Nelson, which is probably my favorite beer from there. It's another IPA with Nelson hops, obviously. But that's a New Zealand hop or Australian hop, so that's kind of that hotness, and they did a really good job with it. So I mean, let me see what else. I don't really drink anything else from Alpine regularly. Maybe I would if we could get more of it here. Different stuff other than just these ones that I've had tonight are kind of the regulars I can find. These and the Willy, which I think is a wheat beer, which is actually pretty good. I think it's a hoppy wheat. But I mean, comparatively, for a hoppy wheat, I can't think of what the name of it is, but it's a hoppy wheat from Modern Times. I would say I like more, honestly. Better tropical estery notes and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm happy that Alpine's going out of business, but I am saying that it kind of makes sense that some of these breweries, especially Green Flash, because Green Flash is really just like a bigger version of Alpine. It's just it's kind of beers from the 90s, and it's time to step the game up and start producing beer in the 2010s. And I mean, fuck, the 2020s that are coming in just a couple of years.
Right.
Basically, right now, if you're not already brewing beer for the 20s, the roaring 20s, then you should be basically getting out of the way and retire the game. Go do something else. You know? Just look at Fat Tire, right? New Belgium.
Oh, yeah.
They're constantly producing new crazy shit all the time.
I didn't know that, but
yeah,
I like New Belgium. That I know. Yeah. New Belgium was a great brewery. Employee owned, I believe.
Yeah.
Employees on the piece of the steak in the pie. That's
piece
good.
Of the action.
That's a shame that, but you know what? There's so many breweries out there now. It's like they're like stars. Some blink in, some blink out. You know, there's just so many.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
You don't know.
That's true.
What are you rating that bad boy on Tapped?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, probably 4.25.
That's really good.
yeah, I like this one a lot.
Can't complain about that. Do you want to? How many breaks have we taken? 2 so far, right?
Probably a dozen, half a dozen.
We normally do 3.
I've checked this one in before. I gave it 4 stars last time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Really quick. Okay.
What's up?
I didn't realize it was. So I just want to talk about. I don't know. It was National Beer Day yesterday.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Missed out
on that. And should I do the 16?
Now you don't. Now you're not allowed to like beer for the rest of the year.
Right. Should we go through the 16 fun facts, or should I say that for another time?
Yeah, go for it. Let's start them up.
Okay, let's do. We'll just do a few. 16 fun facts about beer and taxes on National Beer Day, which I missed. Number 1. Egypt was likely the first civilization to tax beer. Queen Cleopatra imposed a tax on beer in order, she claimed, to discourage public drunkenness, though it is believed that the tax was used to raise money to fund a war with Rome.
If you want to.
She was ahead of her time, using taxes to fund a war.
That's true.
Where have I heard that before? Let's see. Number 2. Beer is the most popular alcoholic beverage in the U.S., according to a 2017 Gallup poll. 40% of Americans who drink alcohol say they prefer beer. Down a few percentage points from last year in 2016, the federal government collected $3.6 billion in excise taxes on domestic...
Excise taxes on domestic and imported beer alone. Wow. $3.6 billion in taxes. God damn. That's a lot of money. Wow. Number 3. In 1695, Great Britain raised taxes on beer, making gin the cheapest beverage in England. Gin was taxed at 2d, about 2 pennies per gallon, while beer was taxed at 4 shillings, 9d, about 57 pennies per gallon. The difference in price is considered the root of a serious drinking problem in the country in the 18th century, especially among the poor. Wow. Gin was the cheapest?
Gin was the cheapest because it was taxed the least.
That's interesting because right now I'm working on a... maybe I'll go grab that real quick and show it to you and the viewers. I'll be right back, actually.
Okay. We'll do a little... Oh, there it is. The fruit of your labors.
What's that now?
The fruit of your labors, right?
Yeah. So I'm working on this bad boy.
What?
Which is...
Wow.
A kombucha wine.
Kombucha wine.
That I'm making with the kombucha that I've been brewing. And some red wine, or actually white wine yeast, to make a higher alcohol kombucha that has juniper berries, lemongrass, and grapefruit to be kind of a mock of a gin greyhound.
Oh, wow.
Cocktail. So I'm trying to make a gin cocktail flavored kombucha wine. So it's kind of interesting, gin being the cheapest. Hey, I'm making some gin inspired drinks here.
How's that going to taste? Have you tasted it yet?
I am not going to be able to taste it until it's done. It's being fermented right now, so we'll see. I've made some. What's that?
How long does that take?
I don't know. I guess I don't know really. I just have to I have to wait and see. It could take a couple days. It could take a week. It depends on how much alcohol I want it to have. I guess is part of it too.
Wow.
It's been sitting for a couple days. It could probably sit a little bit longer.
What is it?
Continue to ferment.
2 gallons? What is that?
That's 1 gallon.
1 gallon. Oh, wow.
I've made kombucha with juniper berries before and really enjoyed it. So we'll see how this turns out.
I had I bought a couple of bottles of organic, like berry flavored kombucha the other day from the grocery store.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of a vinegary taste to it.
Yeah, it's going to.
Yeah. It was good though. It was bubbly. It was carbonated. So.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get this guy to bubble, but it's not going to right now. He's having a little rest.
That's awesome.
So yeah, depending on maybe next time I see you, maybe you could try some of this.
That'd be good. I'd be
We'll have
willing
to
to try
see.
it. So keep an eye out for that.
All right, so we're gonna do these 16
yeah, I'm just gonna power
things.
through. In the U.S.,
All right,
taxes
let's
on
do
the
this.
production, distribution, and sale typically eat up 40% of the retail price of beer. The amount includes all taxes imposed on beer. In previous years, the federal excise tax was about 5 cents per drink. The nickel comes from the assumption that the average beer has an alcohol content of 4.5%. Okay.
Oh, it makes sense.
If you thought tax reform only lowered income taxes, you'd be mistaken. The new law reduced the federal excise tax on beer according to output. Those rates were reduced to $3.50 per barrel on the first 60,000 barrels for domestic brewers producing fewer than 2 million barrels annually, and $16 per barrel on the first 6 million barrels for all other brewers and all beer importers. The excise tax remains at $18 per barrel rate for those producing over 6 million. If those rates sound familiar, they closely mirror previously proposed legislation, including the Beer Act of 2013. There is one downside. Under tax reform, most corporate changes under tax reform are permanent, and most individual changes are effective through 2025. The changes affecting the beer market will expire in 2020. Oh, so less than 2 years away. There you go.
It's weird the way that article was really more focused only on tax.
Yeah.
Because what was the title of it? 16
fun facts about beer and taxes on National Beer Day.
I guess that makes sense.
I like the more historic, like this one. So, German beers are often labeled Grebnat nach dem something, which translates roughly to brewed according to the Bavarian Purity Law of 1516. The law originally limited the ingredients which can be used to make beer in Germany: barley, malt, hops, yeast, and water, and allowed the government to tax beer. The Regensbot became an official part of German tax code in 1919, but was largely gutted when Germany became part of the European Union. There you go.
Okay.
More history for you. To help pay for the Civil War, Congress imposed an excise tax on beer. The Revenue Act of 1862, signed into law by President Lincoln, included a tax on all beer, lager beer, ale, porter, and other similar fermented liquors, by whatever name such liquors may be called. It may not be popular, but taxing beer wasn't a bad idea from an economic standpoint, as it generates billions in revenue each year. Arthur Guinness II, the father of Guinness Stout, altered the family beer recipe to include unmalted roasted barley instead of black malt. The unmalted barley wasn't subject to extra taxes, which made it affordable for the Guinness family. It also made the beers taste distinctive. By the end of the 19th century, Guinness was the largest brewery in Europe. So
that makes sense. That's pretty smart of them.
So
working around the taxes is what made Guinness what it is today, which is crazy to think about.
It is.
Because Guinness is one of the probably, I don't know, it's got to be in the top 10 breweries in the world.
Yeah, and then I feel like it's also one of those beers that people who are sort of tiptoeing into craft beers, that's probably one of the first things even though it's not a craft beer, they may try just because it's not, it's not one of the big three. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what it was for me anyway, and I know certain people who that's what it was for them as well.
Complex. There's more to it. It's not just another beer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I could definitely see that. I don't know. It's interesting to think because you said Guinness is not craft, but I mean, what makes Guinness not a craft beer? I don't know.
Just because I don't know how big of a brewery it is. I mean, like you said, it's one of the biggest ones in the world. Certainly one of the biggest ones
So,
in.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just don't know. I mean, what do you consider craft?
To me, it's like something that's really local or regional that isn't super available everywhere. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So, I mean, do you think that you go more with the indie beer kind of thing, independent beer?
I think I do. Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
I try to support. It's good to support also your local brewers.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
but I think that's all I'll do on that. I might read some more next time. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Right.
Um,
Well, try to see if I can pull this up before we go. I know we've done it before, but the Craft Brewers Association guidelines for what is considered craft beer, right?
Yep.
Craft Brewer Beers Association. So let's see if this is it. Craft brewer defined. I'm pulling this up, and it's on the craft. It's okay. So independent beer seal. Craft breweries are small breweries. Okay. The hallmark of a craft brewery and a brewer is innovation. Craft brewers interpret historical styles with unique twists and develop new styles that have not preceded. Craft beer is generally made with traditional ingredients. Malted barley, interesting and sometimes non-traditional ingredients are often added for distinctiveness. Craft brewers tend to be very involved in communities through philanthropy. Okay, so this is not necessarily the guidelines that I was thinking of because we've gone over the guidelines before. So I guess the Brewers Association has kind of changed the point of this because they have independent and then they have traditional with two separate things.
yeah.
Actually, they have small, independent, and traditional.
Small, independent, and traditional. Okay.
It's weird, but yeah. So I guess they are moving away from a defined amount. I would think that they would still have that, but maybe they're just not keeping it as public as they used to. Because it's kind of a whole thing,
And don't forget like microbreweries or microbrews. So like some places may not be a
Which is
brewery, but they all.
well,
have
if you think about it, microbrew was just the craft beer, like craft beer of a generation before us it was just called microbrew.
Okay.
It's just another kind of, I guess, marketing term. If you really want to be cynical about it.
Everything is about marketing, really.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
really want to be cynical about it. Wow.
And
All
life
right.
is a big time market.
Tim, I think we'll take our third and final break, right?
I think so, yeah.
And I think you know what's coming, Tim.
I don't know what's coming.
When we come back, we will announce our top beer. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
All right, we're back.
Tim.
Jesus.
I think it's time.
Wait, what is it?
That time of the night to announce our top beer. So I'll let you do.
Okay.
Is it different since we're on video now?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll let you do the honors first. What's your top? You have 3 different IPAs tonight. What's your top beer for tonight? What are you going with?
Windows Up.
Windows Up. I like it.
Citra and Mosaic. I'm not surprised. Those are two of my favorite hops.
Where does that lie insofar as hoppiness and dankness?
It's not super hoppy. It's not super dank.
Kind of in the
it's
middle.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a nice, smooth one. I wouldn't say middle. It's definitely high hop, kind of
middle relative
focus.
to the other 2 beers you had. I mean.
But compared to the other ones, yeah, more middle.
Gotcha.
Actually, it'd probably be the lightest for dankness out of all 3.
All right. So that's your top beer, and then that was by a brewery that may not exist anymore after the next.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. We will see what happens next.
Cool. All right. Well, my top beer is the only beer I had tonight by Upslope Brewing Company. Their craft lager. This is a good beer, though. Seriously, it wouldn't stand a chance against the Beerito, but it's still a good go-to, cheap summer warm weather beer.
Yeah.
Refreshing. There it is. That's my top beer for tonight.
All right.
Tim, I think we did it. I think we did it again.
We've gotten away with it one more time.
One more time. Yeah, check out our back catalog of shows for those of you that are interested on the PTB and Pop feed. And this is our third video podcast. We'll be doing more of these, hopefully. And yeah, Tim, is there anything you want to plug before we go tonight?
No, just This Week in Wrestling is on break for a couple weeks, so we'll be back after WrestleMania season is over. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter at LuchaUndead.
And that's it.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, follow on Twitter and on Untapped at LuchaUndead. Follow me on both platforms at Della Boots. Like I said, keep up with what we're drinking, what we're doing, what we're saying, what we're bitching about. I don't really post too much on Twitter anymore, but I still go on there every day.
But go on Facebook and fight somebody about politics.
I don't want to use my real name.
No, I'm just telling people to do that in general.
Yeah, right. Just fucking because there isn't enough of that going on already. Anyway, one day they're gonna say, excuse me, one day they're gonna say that millennials killed the big beer industry, right?
They are gonna say that.
Because when you prefer something that's cheaper and better, somehow that's a bad thing towards the mass marketed stuff, as they say.
It's true. It's very true.
That's the original sin of capitalism, I think. Anyway, Tim, there's one thing we like to go out on every episode. Can you tell us what that is?
Oh, geez. That's tough. I guess, life is all about the 3 Bs. Tonight it's Beeritos, bullshit on Facebook, and bankruptcy. So, good night, everybody.